How to watch every Mission Impossible movie in order. Here's your guide to Ethan Hunt's adventures on the silver screen. Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Credit: Murray Close, Getty, David James, Paramount, Christian Black, Paramount. Since 1996, Mission Impossible has been a staple of the cinematic landscape. Every few years, Tom Cruise leads a new chapter in the life of globetrotter Ethan Hunt and his team of agents, who aren't afraid of missions deemed too difficult for traditional means of espionage. Indeed, one might even call them missions impossibles. With Cruise returning to the big screen for The Final Reckoning, a direct follow-up to 2023's Dead Reckoning, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to revisit the entire franchise. Fortunately, every entry is available to stream. Here's how to watch the Mission Impossible movies in order. 1. Of 07. Mission Impossible. The first of the franchise's many iconic set pieces. Murray Close. The first Mission Impossible movie took Peter Graves' role in the original TV series. Jim Phelps, director of the Impossible Missions Force, enlisted John Voight to play the part and took him out of the spotlight. The new spin on the character infuriated much of the original cast, but cemented Phelps' IMF point man, Ethan Hunt, as the most important member of the team. Brian De Palma's blockbuster finds Ethan, his whole team having been wiped out in an op gone wrong, suspected of being the mole for a spy known only as Job. He goes undercover, drafting a pair of disavowed agents, Luther Stickle and Franz Krieger, to help him find Job's true identity and clear his own name. This opening installment is a fascinating outlier in retrospect, more concerned with spycraft and mystery than the action-driven entries to come. In De Palma's hands, Ethan's big-screen debut is a labyrinthine whodunit in which truth itself is nebulous at best. Where to watch Mission Impossible? Mission Impossible 2. A master spy with, let's face it, fabulous hair. Richard Foreman, Paramount. Handing an instantly successful action franchise to one of the most acclaimed action directors in the world seems like a can't-lose formula. But despite John Woo's formidable resume, this is, by popular consensus, the weakest Mission Impossible movie, albeit one with some phenomenal sequences. Ethan is on the hunt for a biological weapon called the Chimera virus, as well as its cure, both of which were stolen by rogue IMF agent Sean Ambrose. With Luther at his side once again, Hunt joins forces with master thief Nia Nordafhal. There's an enjoyable turn by Brendan Gleeson as CEO of the pharmaceutical firm that developed the drugs. Where to watch Mission Impossible 2, Paramount Plus. Mission Impossible 3. Needless to say, Ethan Hunt's retirement to a quiet domestic life didn't last. Steven von Paramount. Given his small-screen success with Felicity, Lost and Alias, J.J. Abrams' promotion to feature film director on Mission Impossible 3 makes perfect sense. Just took a while to get there. David Fincher had the job before his vision fell out of sync with Cruise and the studio. Joe Carnahan took over. But then he too left due to creative differences. Thus, Abrams came aboard and delivered a solid action flick filled with more familiar faces than any other MI film. In addition to the Americans Kerry Russell playing a spy for the first time, look out for Bellamy Young, Greg Grunberg and Aaron Paul. Ethan, dragged out of retirement, is on the hunt for a MacGuffin called the Rabbit's Foot, which runs him afoul of the film's ruthless villain, arms dealer Owen Davian. At Ethan's side is a reinforced team that includes Maggie Q, Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, and soon-to-be stalwart Simon Pegg as tech specialist Benji Dunn. We also get Billy Crudup as Ethan's direct supervisor, Lawrence Fishburne as the new IMF director, and perhaps most importantly, Michelle Monaghan as Ethan's fiancée. Long story short, come for the cast, stay for the action.